Beggars can't be choosers, but beggars never quit. Height here, and you already know what this is. It's time for Choosing Beggars. Let's do it. Our first one is from MTBV08.
I posted an internship this morning on some of the college boards we work with, and UMass Boston declined it due to being unpaid. I thought it was ironic considering the college requires tuition from students to teach, but feels that a business should pay a student to be taught and gain professional experience. There is no doubt in my mind that 1 year in my office interning, learning a trade, how to be successful with money, leadership skills, people skills, presentation skills, goal setting and execution, and how to build a business from scratch to scaling a company would be more valuable for most students today versus 4 years worth of student loan debt from UMass Boston, with the hope they gain employment upon graduating. Most kids I interview today have zero interview skills, never mind any of these skill sets above. Would love to actually know what parents and student are actually paying thousands of dollars for. And does it need to be 4 years, or is that just a way to charge more? By the way, I am hiring a summer intern for 2 to 3 days in my Braintree office. If you can pass this along to those who are still motivated in life, send me a DM if you want the exact description of the opportunity.
You're comparing yourself to accredited educational establishments. I mean, they can charge tuition because they're actually providing a service. You may be providing a service, but at the end of the day, the only one who's getting the most service out of your service is yourself. This next one is by Ivan Renko. Sold pair of elegant side tables. Sounds good.
$345 ETA? I would appreciate a refund of the $25. I did not see the dimensions, and it really should read petite, cute, or small so people know. At minimum, put a note in there to ensure they read your dimensions. Elegant side tables are not typically looked at being half the size of a normal side table. That was 2.5 hours of driving.
Beggy, I'm sorry this didn't work out. I clearly put the dimensions of the tables in the description of my post. That is the most accurate way to communicate their size. I cannot control whether or not you read the description or how long you had to drive. Hold deposits are non-refundable because I took the item off the market to give you preference over other interested buyers, and as your indication of commitment to the transaction. I hope you're able to find something else that works for your space.
Your response is pretty telling on the type of person you are.
You know, the type of person they are, you're right. They pulled it, they held it for you, you decided not to read the description, and you decided probably to skip over the fact that they stated the hold deposits are non-refundable, because let's face it, you already didn't read the dimensions. We know you didn't read that. This next one is from Douchebaggery.
They sold us a nice bed, but 2 years later when we were moving, they refused to help us move the bed, even after we offered to pay for it. So in our opinion, all they do is sell beds. Don't expect any else after that.
What do you expect them to do? Because you bought the bed from them, they shouldn't have to follow the bed they sold around for the lifetime of the bed or as long as you have it and constantly move it at your beck and call. This next one is by Skeeter for Life.
Hey man, I have an idea for a game, but I can't do it alone.
Hello, thank you for contacting me. How can I help?
I'm trying to make a game, Rome versus Egypt versus Greek versus Norse. You have to pick a faction and it will have some story, but mainly online, kinda like Lionheart-esque, but Asians times, where players pick who to join and join a massive player versus player siege, and each kingdom will have their own environment. Norse is snow, Greek is plains, Egypt is desert, Rome is jungle, and me, you, and 2 others will lead one of those kingdoms. Like, I get Greek and you get Norse, my players and siege weapons will attack your kingdom, while you and your players defend. There will also be forts and villages around each territory, or you can make a clan so other factions can hire you, and that's pretty much it for now. And there will be 4 emperor.
Wow, that seems to be an ambitious project. Before we continue, what is your budget?
$10.
It definitely seems like they want to try to make a pay-to-win game so they can cash in on those cash cows that people seem to love to dump their money into. However, $10 for a budget isn't going to make a game like that or even a stellar one. This next one is from Dine9.
Hello, I am in need of a good handy person Sunday morning. Must have a drill, power saw, nail gun, $100 cash to rehang 3 bedroom doors, add doorknobs, cut 4 shelves and nail into place, remove an old oven hook, and put back 2 existing closet doors. Everything was already hung and has hardware attached. I took them down to paint. I also need a person to clean up backyard, put some bricks in a wheelbarrow, pick up sticks in yard, bring rubbish to front for pickup. $100 cash, $150 if you haul it away. Located near Metro Airport.
$100? No thanks.
Okay.
What I'm confused at is if they already took the stuff down to paint, why can't they put that stuff back up? The yard I can understand, but it's just baffling. Not to mention the fact that you're paying so low for labor work, you're just not gonna find anyone. This next one is by That Carey JC.
My original proposition was for a collab, which you agreed to. The only reason I was offering to pay was if I saved money on a studio, which I haven't, so I would have been paying out of my own pocket. With respect, if I had more of a budget to spend on a photographer, I wouldn't be looking to collab with a student. But don't worry about it, cause I'm just gonna take the pictures myself.
Wait, so let me get this straight. You're only offering to pay if you save money. So if you saved money, you'd happily pay for a service, but if you don't save money, you're not gonna pay for a service? Seems pretty backwards. This next one is from Sachi Liwag.
Can you send me a large Reina one for free if you advertise to my followers where I got it? I'm a pretty well-known influencer.
If you really were a well-known influencer, you should have no issue paying for an item, because to me, you're not a real influencer unless you're actually paying for a product you truly use, not asking for handouts. This next one is by SnakeMan135G.
In search of a preteen willing to come to my house and teach my 5, 6, and 7-year-old. I work out of my home and feel they do well when they stay in a routine throughout the summer, and it helps with keeping them tame in order for me to work. I'm thinking somewhere around $50 per week to come from about 9 to 3. In the past, we've done an hour of reading and writing, an hour of math, and an hour of science. I also have recess and lunch and free time. If you have a preteen who might want to take on the challenge, shoot me a message.
You want a preteen to help teach and watch 3 kids 6 hours a day and only make $50 a week? That's a huge ask of a young person in their own summertime as well. That's exactly what I was thinking. Hello? Hopefully she reads this and corrects the errors.
I am open to anyone. I am struggling to keep a business above water and money coming in. I just thought I'd start somewhere. I wasn't really clear either. I was thinking like 2 to 3 days a week, not the whole week.
Honey, get them kids a routine and loving authoritative structure and have them stick to it. Don't waste pocket change on children almost their age. You want to pay someone underage $1.67 an hour to drive to your house and teach your kids? Is this a joke? $50 a day? You get 18 summers with your babies. Perspective. They never get to be kids again. I'm thinking Amber forgot a 0. Your pay is correct for the 1950s. If this person shows up, I would question their motive. Very true. A preteen for young impressionable children. Sorry, 15 at best, so they have life-saving and some accountability referral. Raising kids goes along with having kids. It's not wise to put them in the care of a preteen. Discipline goes a long way in helping children understand what is expected of them while you're working from home. Girl, no one is going to allow their child to be used like that. You want a babysitter tutor combo for how much? Unfortunately, that seems to be the norm. People just don't want to pay the right rates to have somebody watch their children. If you're a parent, you need to do the job and quit trying to take shortcuts. This next one is by Marquise A. Sir.
How much last price?
I can do 1100.
Sense pick. It was $8.50. I didn't take it.
Then take it? I'm confused if they're trying to send a picture of a past conversation or a conversation with somebody completely different. Either way, it's not gonna work. This next one is from Suge Knight Terrors.
Any students of landscaping who need a yard to practice on or to redo for your portfolio? Our rectangular backyard has dirt and weeds. I'd like to make it into a grassless landscape with a natural look with stones and drought-proof shrubs. I don't have much I can pay, but just thought maybe. You will need to show proof you are in landscaping school or outdoor architecture design.
So in other words, they really should have worded this, looking for someone to do my yard for free. And our final one is from Captain Snickers DR. I've met a lot of choosing beggars in my life, but this is the first time I've really been shocked by the behavior. My next door neighbor is an elderly woman. She rarely leaves the house, usually just to sit in her car and listen to the radio. The pastor's family on the other side of her do most of the outdoors work for her, like taking the trash to the curb, raking the leaves, and for the purposes of this story, mowing her lawn. Today, as I was mowing and cleaning up my own yard, I noticed that there were patches of tall grass and weeds that had been missed in hers. Well, apparently she did too, because she stormed out and started cursing, and not quite yelling, but talking loud enough that I was able to hear her over my mower. Knowing the answer, but being a consummate pot stirrer, I asked if she actually paid someone to do such a terrible job on her lawn. To my surprise, she just glared at me and walked back into her house. Oh well, it's not like I was going to offer to fix it for free. And yes, I am definitely the asshole in this story as well. You have to really wonder if she took a different attitude if she would have had her lawn fixed for free. You know, one of those rare opportunities where a choosing beggar can actually get something without doing any work. But no, she had to have an attitude, so nothing for her. Alright. That's enough beggars for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Choosing Beggars. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.